Oh, yeah. A lot of pressure. You got to rise above it. You got to harness in the good energy, block out the bad. Harness, energy, block, bad. Feel the flow happy. Feel it. It's circular. It's like a carousel. You pay the quarter, you get on the horse, it goes up and down and around. It's circular. Circle. With the music, the flow, all good things. Yeah, all right. Good to meet you. Psycho.
Kevin Nealon.
It's funny because right before Timmy quotes Happy Gilmore, I'm like, well, we're on the same page here.
Doing the bull dance.
Feeling
the flow. Doing it.
Kevin Nealon. It was such a, probably doesn't get the respect that he deserves that he was on that movie because he definitely added plenty to it.
Well, I like, I think he was my second favorite Weekend Update guy. I mean, Norm Macdonald, great. I think I've had comments about Colin Quinn, and
Colin Quinn's not great.
And some of my friends are massive defenders of Colin Quinn, and it's just like, you probably don't like him because he came right after Norm Macdonald, and nobody could win that one. And I'm like, yeah, but I would watch classic ones. Like, I was not into that. Was it Miller?
Ben Miller is that his name?
No,
Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller.
Yeah,
I never really got into Dennis Miller's Weekend Update, but for some reason I'd watch old ones, and when Kevin Nealon
Chevy Chases were pretty good.
Yeah, but Kevin Nealon's, I appreciated his as well as Norm Macdonald's.
Yeah,
I think it's in his delivery. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, his dry humor. I don't like Colin. I don't like Colin Quinn because his delivery is not that great. Yes.
Well, it was yelly delivery.
Yeah, I don't like yelly. I don't like yelly comedians because Dane Cook is yelly, Brian Regan's yelly, and Colin Quinn, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's others.
I think it's interesting. I think Dane Cook and Colin Quinn are both from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And so is not Dennis Miller, but that one guy that was on that fireman show, that Dennis
Leary. Yeah.
Dennis Leary. And they're all yelly.
Yeah. But Dennis Leary, I don't know if he's yelly, but he's just, the way his delivery is intense on purpose is supposed to be like mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome to the Utterly Useless Podcast, where this is the useless time. You get to redeem your useless time now. Yay. All right. So across from me, we have the Potter of the podcast, aka Kevin Nealon, Timmy Criddle.
That kind of checks. I don't mind giving a little commentary in the back, being a backseat driver.
And then next to me, we have the person who is originally good at golf, but is overtaken, is the Shooter McGavin of the podcast, Brett Williams.
Shoot up.
And he likes to eat certain things for breakfast.
I don't.
No.
And then here's me as an old man that got my hand bitten off by an alligator. I am the Chubbs of the podcast. Nobody's going to get Happy Gilmore. Nobody. If anybody, you can be Otto, I found out his name's Otto, the caddy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you need to be the homeless guy.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be Otto.
Which way?
Which way? It's slightly to the left. Well,
No. That's because you only have one shoe on. Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
I think it's interesting about that caddy, about how he has always been in a lot of, like Adam Sandler blowing up a lot of his movies. He was one of the brothers in 50 First Dates.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one of his gay friends in Big Daddy or whatnot. I don't know if he was in any other things, but I found it interesting that I had no idea who he was. And then you go back and watch some of Adam Sandler's stuff, and there he has been the entire time.
I'm looking at his IMDb, and it is kind of interesting to see boom, 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 right in a row. how many Adam Sandler movies is in. So I'm going to just do a couple,
Mm-hmm.
doing more recent to historical. So I've never heard of Home Team. Don't know if Adam Sandler's in that. I doubt it.
It's probably one of Happy Madison productions.
Yeah, but then there's Hubie Halloween.
Oh, that is. I'll tell you, I really like Hubie Halloween.
Oh, I do not. Then after that, Wrong Missy, which I don't know what that is.
Nope.
But then Murder Mystery,
That's fun. Mm-hmm.
Father of the Year, Sandy Wexler, which is an Adam Sandler movie. Then it gets really into Adam Sandler land. Hotel Transylvania 2, Pixels, Blended, Grown Ups 2, Hotel Transylvania 1.
Sounds like they're friends.
Yeah. And then so it seems like occasionally he does other things, but then, long stints of him just pure doing Adam Sandler stuff. So.
Was he the one in Happy Gilmore that put down the crackers on the golf course to mark the wall?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I would do that if I was the caddy.
Well, no, he'd pick up them and eat them, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Or no, he'd put down the cracker and then he would also steal coins, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, he'd steal coins.
Yeah.
But then he would I think he put down crackers.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
when Happy was ready to go, he picked up the cracker, put the ball down, and ate the cracker.
But let me just curiosities right now got me. I don't see him listed in the upcoming Adam Sandler Happy Gilmore. So
Maybe he's busy.
yeah.
Not being a homeless man. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, I've been a homeless man once. Never again.
All right. Well, let's get this podcast going. I will.
All right, merit badges. What do we got?
Oh, Taylor's here. This is so we've been out for a long time, over 2 months. We haven't had an episode. So
Hiatus.
yeah, it was a busy summer. But back in the day when we were still doing this and regularly, I was so excited to do this one. I wrote it down immediately and I was like, this is my next one. And then last night I had to remember what it was. I was like, what is this? Like, I don't remember this. I finally got my first Montezuma Revenge
Oh,
from Taco Bell. And
it was about time.
it's about time.
Dong.
Yeah, one night my wife, probably more often than me, like occasionally, like once every month or two, maybe we'll have a late night craving, like I want some Taco Bell. I was like, okay. And so she'll go get it and get me some. And yeah, this was one of the nights where she went out and got me some. And then I swear, like that night, I kept waking up and just having to go to the bathroom constantly. I'm like, I don't like this. Is this what people endure normally? Because I don't ever endure this. Yeah. And that was not fun. That was not a fun night. My first one at the age of 40.
Wow. Congratulations.
I mean, I've been eating Taco Bell since.
You stopped being a stoner?
Yeah.
The body doesn't adapt.
I think whenever they built that one up the street from our childhood home.
The one that was also
A KFC?
KFC. Yeah.
I think they built that when I was in middle school. So I'm going to say somewhere around 14, 15. So I've been eating Taco Bell ever since.
All right. Well, I have one. I might have another one if my brain. I only typed in one, but man, I've had so many. This is called Nature's Trying to Kill Me. And, let's just say I almost got it. I basically got it twice. So the first time, me and
You make love with the tree.
hey, I thought it would kiss me back. I thought so. We barely bought a house a couple months ago, and we were doing some massive, you're constantly cleaning this, you're constantly doing this, but we were trying to get the backyard all set up for patio furniture and a whole bunch of other stuff because obnoxiously, what my belief was, and I'm barely very certain that I was correct, is the backyard was set up only, or the previous owners knew that they were going to sell the house probably over a year ago because some of their pictures for their listing was that of the house around spring, maybe early summertime. And they had done nothing to keep up and maintain the backyard. So we have a small backyard, but there's so many plants and so many trees that it was, it would be almost at one point in time worth it to just have a grass because there'd be a lot less maintenance once, but now it's under control. Anyway, so we were cutting out all the dead branches and whatnot. And I cut this one tree's dead branch. And I guess part of that tree's branch fell into an open mug of Diet Mountain Dew that I had. Now I had Pebble Ice and I just did not even look. I just took a swig, and a little while later, or just probably about 20 seconds later, as I was just, slowly swallowing the Pebble Ice, I get a stick kind of caught in my mouth.
Geez.
I mildly choking just a tad bit to the point where I just, take my fingers, reach into my mouth and pull it out. No harm, no foul. Don't even make a big deal about it. It was only about an hour later.
Just barely an inconvenience.
Barely an inconvenience. Taking our daughter to a job interview. And as I was waiting in the parking lot, I had this strong feeling of taste sensation of wood in my mouth. But
not paint. Right?
And then just wood. Paint and wood. No, just wood. And I'm like starting to panic because it's also getting me nauseous too. And now I can feel something in the back of my throat. And so I'm while I'm in this car, trying to grab something into my throat. This taste is making me massively nauseous. And so we get back and I go to my wife and be like, hey, I swallowed a stick and I pulled it out. And I think there's still another one in my throat and it's stuck. So she tried to give me the Heimlich maneuver. We were gonna do nothing and just believe that maybe it was just the initial stick that jabbed the back of my throat, and everybody will be alive and happy and continuing on with their merriness. And then I started getting it felt like my throat was kind of like closing up, and so I'm like, okay, I think we might need to go to the emergency room or to the doctors or something like that. And this is a Saturday too. So we go and the Instacare says, sorry, we can't help you, but you do need to go to the emergency room. An emergency room trip later, they do all these scans, do this, that, and the other. And all the emergency doctor can tell me is we're pretty sure there's nothing there, but we can't rule out that there is not something there. So if it gets any worse, you'll need to come back.
If only there was things and stuff you could look into the human body with.
They did. And that was the thing, is because they're like, because it's an organic material thing or whatnot, and where it is in my throat, they couldn't guarantee that it wasn't there. And so they're like, the only thing that we could do is wait till Monday, probably, when a throat specialist comes in and looks into your throat. Yeah. So luckily we have insurance, but the whole doctor trip with insurance, it was a $2,000 trip because it was an emergency room.
Yeah.
And to be told that, don't worry, there's probably nothing there.
So the result was nothing was there, probably?
Yeah, the result was nothing was there. But yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Well, you had your fiber for the day.
I did have my fiber. Yeah. Every so often I walk past that tree and I do glare at that tree because I know it's unhappy with me.
He's plotting his next revenge.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Next, he's gonna fall on your house.
Oh yeah. I'm sitting there. I eye that tree from time to time, and I just say, "Hey, I will take you down before you take me down again."
I will take you down and make your relatives hold you in the version of a treehouse.
A treehouse.
Oh, okay. So it's my turn. My merit badge is I got the So Close merit badge. So this happened at work. For I want to say a month or 2 or 3. I work with there's 3 other people in my office, but 2 of them I sit close to, and for a while we noticed that our Chick-fil-A on campus that they brought in a 30 count chicken nugget option to order, and we're like, oh, that's a lot of chicken nuggets. And so after talking for a while, we made up kind of like a Chick-fil-A chicken nugget challenge, where we all kind of went in on this, where we bought, I want to say 120 chicken nuggets and split them up between all of us. So it's like 40 chicken nugget challenge.
Yeah.
And it was 40 chicken nuggets, have, I want to say a cookie, I want to say, was it a French fry, and a drink, and to consume all this in 30 minutes. And so
that feels reasonable.
That's what I thought too. And so we bought it all, we dispersed it, and we're like, okay, the time starts now. I'm not gonna lie to you, 40 chicken nuggets is hard.
I believe that.
It's hard to do. And because the first 10 minutes of this challenge, you're excited because you're just like, I'm eating chicken nuggets.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, you're dipping it.
I know you've got your dips, you're having a good time. But after about 15, 20 minutes and you're 30 nuggets in, the meat starts. The meat sweats begin. And then reality starts to sink in that this is not good. That the oils are starting to settle from the deep fried chicken nuggets. And I only got to 35.
Oh, wow.
And I had to tap out because I was starting to feel so nauseous from this whole thing. And the other 2 finished. And not only did one of my other coworkers finish, but he also grabbed a salad, grabbed some ice cream, and grabbed a cookie and ate after that. And I thought, oh my gosh, like you have a bottomless pit. But then he complained the rest of the day that he wasn't feeling well.
I wonder why.
But we ended up printing his picture, and he signed it, and we put it on the wall as the chicken nugget champion.
So is this going to be an annual thing?
I don't know. Well, we'll see.
It's
but
your 4th of July hot dog eating competition.
Yeah.
It's something. But if you ever try it. I dare you to try it sometime. Just get 40 nuggets and see if you can do it. Like,
okay.
It's you look at the box of nuggets and think this isn't too bad, but then like you start it and you're going through it and it's just like you don't feel good.
Challenge accepted.
And then I didn't eat my next meal. This was on a Friday afternoon. I didn't eat my next meal till Saturday night.
Wow.
Because I was just stuffed.
Oh.
I got close. Maybe I'm weak or whatever. You know what? But I don't know. Like I just felt like I felt awful after that. It was so bad.
I've never really truly got the meat sweats. I've gotten to a point where I went to a Brazilian steakhouse one time where I was young. I was like in my mid-20s and I was just devouring it, and they just kept bringing me more food and more food, more food. And like, I looked at it as a game, and my coworkers were there, and like one of the guys was like doing it with me. I was like, yeah, let's do this. And all of a sudden, something like, it almost felt like a physical switch went off in my head where it's like, you are full. My stomach didn't tell me. My brain just went, you are full. I was like, oh, I am full. I am done eating now.
That I feel like, but that switch in my brain just slowly turned on. Like And then I probably should have stopped 5 nuggets early, but I kept trying to force myself, thinking like, this is a game show and, I'm trying to win this thing.
Yeah.
And then like after every bite, like I want like that 35th bite, I wanted to throw up because I was just like, the brain just started going, right, it's going to come up.
Whenever you're eating something that's delicious and you get to the point where you're overeaten, do you refrain as much as possible from throwing up because you don't want to essentially taint your idea of that food?
Yeah.
I do it all the time. Like, oh, I don't want to throw that up because then I might not eat this again.
Well, the last time I threw up was coincidentally Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
but it was their wrap.
Okay. Well, now do you don't have that wrap anymore?
I haven't had it, but I am willing to go back to it.
Okay.
My wife has ruled it out as a, that is the danger zone.
Danger.
So, just out of curiosity, because we actually talked about this last night. Have you ever heard of, or would you participate in it's up in Logan, Utah, the Angie's Clean the Sink Challenge?
What is that?
They take a sink, basically a metal sink type of a thing. They make it look like, it's connected to some T-valves or whatever they're called. And this cleaning the sink is a massively large banana split sundae. According to this, it is a half a gallon of ice cream, 2 bananas with 3 toppings of the customer's choice. You can do it with 1 up to, I think, 4 people. And if you get it done within an hour, you get a free bumper sticker.
For a bumper sticker?
Yeah. I thought that it would be, you get it for free if you could.
No, I'm not putting myself through that. And I'm not even a big ice cream guy, but to like try and pound down a half a gallon of ice cream, that's a lot of ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it up on the screen.
Oh,
there.
yeah. Look at that.
I don't know why, but I was thinking of a big kitchen sink. This is like a small bathroom sink.
Small bathroom sink.
I mean, if you're an ice cream eater, that's doable.
But look at how high the ice cream is. It is, well, like in comparison to the height of the sink.
That's super healthy.
It is like double.
Yeah. So you'd think that they would get like, a kitchen actual sink so that, it didn't like pile over, but
yeah.
Oh, if it doesn't pile over, you don't get those bulging eyes looking at it.
I know.
If you said you could do it with 4 people?
I think it's 1 to 4 people.
So do you think all 4 of us can do that?
I love ice cream, and I think I could do. No, I don't know where they did that, but I think I could do maybe a quarter of that. Yeah, I think I could.
If someone eats my banana part, I can eat a little of their ice cream.
You don't like bananas?
I'm not a big banana guy.
Yeah.
I'd have some ice cream, but even if it was expected to everybody do a fourth of it, I'd be like, nope. I need somebody to take, at least,
my
3/4 of my 1/4.
I'm pretty sure if I brought my friend Aaron, he could do half of this by himself.
Oh, I bet you he could.
Because he has his ice cream is his weak spot. He will eat and eat and eat. He could eat probably a full, dryer's, what is it, a quart?
Oh my!
All by himself.
I'll tell you. I swear, if we went into a post-apocalypse environment, Aaron is like built like a lumberjack. Like I'd be like, hey, I need some wood. Would you help me Would you help me chop down that tree over there? And he would be able to like take it down just like Daniel Boone with like, one swipe of his ass.
That's why he lives up in the mountains. Just kidding. No, he don't. All right, let's move on.
Spin the wheel.
All right, we got Spin the Wheel where we have 10 categories of questions. We're going to spin the wheel, decide who's going to be asking what today. Brett, you're up first, and you get, could you fight it?
All right. Let's see. Where I had it all organized. Where could you fight it? Could you fight a 75-year-old daredevil? So Matt Murdock, the daredevil.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like Daredevil, as in like somebody who jumps cars with a motorcycle. I was like, probably. He's probably very badly hurt.
Yeah. No, 75-year-old Matt Murdock.
And I am what I am right now.
Yes.
I mean, we talked about this with Jackie Chan a long time ago, and I felt like the answer was, I'll give the old college try, but
This might be the same answer.
I don't.
He's blind. He's
He's blind-ish.
blindish.
Yeah. The sonar vision.
Is
But-
this,
but
maybe,
maybe-
is this
Maybe his sonar vision has cataracts on it.
which Daredevil are we talking about?
Matt Murdock.
Which Daredevil? Like, is this the Ben Affleck Daredevil or the other guy?
Do you think it makes a difference?
Of course.
Which one's going to be harder?
I think
I think
Ben Affleck Daredevil will be a drinker.
Okay, so it's going to be Charlie Cox.
Okay. So he won't be.
Do we know Daredevil's powers? Like,
Yeah,
As-
you
as
know
like-
it's Daredevil. In fact, for some reason, you decided to start taunting him. You're just like, hey there, Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, try to touch me. Could you? And and he's just walking along, minding his own business with his blind staff.
okay. Well, first of all, I think a lot of him being 75 years old, hopefully it's not cataracts. Hopefully he's losing his hearing,
Ah,
because then he can't really see anything. But since I know he goes off of hearing, I'm going to be like banging everything.
And go for the ears.
Yeah.
go for the
This is
now,
morbid.
now you're blind and deaf.
This is morbid, but I saw this thing that said, if you're ever in a fight, go for the person's ears and try and rip them off. They only take about 25 pounds of
Oh my word!
of strength to pull off. And I'm like, I'm like, I would throw up after I ripped off an ear.
Mhm.
Sounds like a win. So yes, I'm giving it the college try.
I
Let's go.
think I probably stand a better chance at this than I did with Jackie Chan, just because I'm going to use his abilities against him, and the
Mhm.
fact that he's older. Hopefully, he's losing some hearing as well.
And also speed.
And
Maybe
speed.
he has a beer belly.
Yeah,
Not as big as
Not as
Ben
big
Affleck's.
Ben Affleck's. No,
yeah. I'll give it the old college try. Don't know what the odds are, but
6-1.
all right. I get. What would you have done? Okay, this is a little different. A little spin on what would you have done. This is a real actor's hypothetical, created by ChatGPT, casting calls for
Mhm.
2 roles they were given at the same time, but they only could choose one. What would you have done? This is the first casting call. Male, 20 to 30s, forget the age, delusioned hacker drawn into a secret war between humans and machines. Role demands quiet intensity, physical discipline, and the ability to anchor a philosophical sci-fi epic. Actor must evolve from passive observer to a Masonic action figure.
Sounds like the Matrix.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Wire work, martial arts, training required. Think Cyberpunk Buddha meets John Wick in beta form. That's number 1. Number 2,
Independence Day.
male 20s to 30s, street smart NYPD cop recruited into a top secret Earth policing agency. Comedic timing and charisma essential.
Men
The
in
role is action driven but grounded in sarcastic banter and fish out of water charm. Must play off a gruff mentor. Which one would you pick?
So the Matrix or Men in Black?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd go with the Matrix. It's more iconic.
I'd go with Men in Black. And the reason why is I feel as though, because what is it? The Matrix came out in 1999 or so, I believe, maybe even the year 2000. Men in Black came out in 95, and both of them were like massive, or maybe 97, massive phenomenons when they came out. I feel as though the Matrix sequels have not poisoned this public sentiment compared to what Men in Black sequels have been.
Well, Men in Black, the first one was really great. The second one was okay. The third one was strange.
Mhm.
And then didn't they do a cartoon series?
They did do a
off of
cartoon
it?
series. Mhm.
And then they have a comic book series still going with it, I think. So I don't know.
Just so you know, Men in Black came out in 97, Matrix 99.
Okay.
Yeah, because Will Smith was supposed to play Neo and he didn't.
Yep. That is the connection. Will Smith was asked to do both.
I would do Men in Black over Matrix just because I think I like the Men in Black franchise more than the Matrix franchise.
I also heard that Will Smith was supposed to get the main role as Hobbs in The Inception, but he didn't understand it, so he passed.
Hobbs? Which one's Hobbs?
Cobb.
Which one's Cobb?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Yeah. I mean, he does. I like him in certain serious roles, but I mean, I guess he could pull it off. I feel like he's played similar roles to like somebody who's lost her wife. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen 7 Pounds.
Oh, not good.
I like 7 Pounds. I mean, I can only watch it probably once every 5 years because it's not that great, but
So I would go with The Matrix.
I like comedy movies, and I'd rather be in a comedy movie. For me, it'd be Men in Black.
I like the idea that the movie's really iconic.
Yeah.
Even to this day, even the first one, it's still iconic. Like it's
Mhm.
been spoofed so many times and continues to be spoofed.
Yep.
But also, like, I can get super jacked and get paid.
You might get super jacked with Man in Black. You know, you're a cop.
I mean, maybe, yeah. Super cop.
Super cop. All right, Timmy, you are up, and you get Would You Rather.
Would you rather have $10 million right now or be able to go back in time and fix all your mistakes?
Hmm. So because this is, I think, a question Jeremy's thinking about.
Financial?
Would you, while making mistakes, would a mistake not being like, investing into Google or something like that?
No, nothing like that. It's more
Okay.
like we all have mistakes in our pasts.
Mhm.
This would give you the ability to go back, fix that mistake.
So you go
Like
in.
it never happened.
It's like you go back and tell yourself, "Psst, don't do that,"
Yeah.
and then you go right back to.
But it's nothing, there's no financial gain like, oh, hey, tell yourself.
So does it alter your future?
No.
I mean, have to
It would
Other than maybe like a cleaner conscience, yeah.
But like if you because some of your mistakes would lead to, a
different path.
a different path. And so if you change that mistake, then you maybe, Tim, you may never have left California.
So let's make this interesting. Let's make this interesting and say, yes, it does change your future, but it doesn't happen until you've completed your entire life of fixing all your mistakes. So you go back, fix all your mistakes, and then when you get back to the future, the timeline snaps into place, and then you see where you are.
Okay, so you have no idea.
You have no idea.
So you could be married to a different person. You could have different amount of kids, different life altogether.
Yep.
Yeah, $10 million.
But
10 million.
But you will have fixed all your mistakes. You'll have lived essentially almost a perfect life.
I'm satisfied with where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
You know what? There's many times where I wanted to go back. I'm fine now, finally. I think that's my psychology.
Mhm.
Being married to a therapist and all that. I'm fine now.
Accepted the past.
Yep.
All right.
We have next is Brett with What If?
All right. So yesterday we watched the movie Yes Day. What if you did a yes day where you had to say minus anything that was over, there was a money limit and there was a safety limit and there was a geographic limit imposed. But you had to say yes to everything that your kids wanted to do pending those rules. Could you survive a yes day, and or when would you decide to say possibly no? Or would you be able to write out a whole 24-hour of just saying yes to what they want.
My kids aren't, I don't feel like super creative on that. And like my assumption is it's just like the movie where we're not going to break off and do like me and my wife are not going to go and do stuff with half the family. So it's like one kid gets to ask to do something at a time. With that kind of like spread out, it will be so much easier for me because it'd be like, okay, first kid's turn. Okay, say yes. We do that whole activity and then we can do the next kid and the next kid and the next kid. With it being geographical, financial, and all that, like within a certain box, I think I could do it.
I think I could. I would probably need like 3 days to recover from this. Like take 3 days off of work to recover.
I just don't think my kids would take advantage as much as like the next day after where they'll have a whole bunch of regrets. I should have done this. I should have done that. It's like, it's over. But like they would start off with like, I want to go to a movie. Okay, let's go. I want to go miniature golfing or bowling, or I want to drive the car and be like,
See, my kids would be like, I want to go swimming. And then like 6 hours later, I'm like, what do you want to do now? I want to go eat. Oh, okay.
yeah.
I want to watch TV. Okay.
Yeah. My kids are just, yeah.
Yeah, well, enjoy that because I'll pose the question when they become teenagers, and you'll be like, I would
No.
No.
because we just started watching it, and it got turned into, oh, we should do this, and then they started listing off things that they wanted to do, and I go, and this is why this will never be a thing.
See, if my teen,
I want to kill a man.
if my kids, end up being somewhat like me, and they're like, Dad, I want to have a Stranger Things marathon, and I'm like, that could be 24 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious if I were to place this onto myself as a child or as like a teenager, I wonder what my like things would have been like. Let's do this. Let's do that. I don't know. I'd have to give that some thought.
Yeah, mine kind of like the Stranger Things. Like, can I just like watch Star Trek all day with candy and soda? Like that would be my yes day, and it would just be like, but so you just want a movie marathon? Yes, I do.
I could see myself doing that and then going one and go to the arcade and getting like infinite amount of quarters. Yeah.
A tilt.
Yep.
I'd almost be like, man, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I love this yes day.
All right. I'm up and I get how much? This is funny because my how much I have is in line with Timmy's merit badge. Okay. First of all, the question is, what is your favorite food that you love and you probably could never get enough of?
Does beverages count?
No, it's gonna be food.
Okay.
Solids.
I mean,
Ice cream counts if you want ice cream because it's solid-ish.
just for the sake of this particular question, I will say like chicken wings.
Okay. Brett?
I'm just gonna go with a chicken sandwich.
Okay. How much could you eat of that in the 10 minutes that like the hot dog challenge has?
2.
2?
In 10 minutes?
Yep. This is more of a learning about you question.
If they're boneless, we'll go just for the sake of this, we'll go boneless.
Okay.
I could probably do like at least 10.
All right. What flavor would they be?
I mean, am I stuck to one flavor?
No?
Oh, no. I would probably do like a Korean barbecue. I'd probably do a buffalo and a Parmesan garlic. And
I was thinking about all the things that have happened in the last couple months since our last podcast. I was like, oh, there's the hot dog eating competition. And then I was like, let's do something like that for how much? And I think that guy ate like 73 and a half hot dogs.
Yeah, that's insane.
I also looked up the, they have the stats out there, but somebody put up a chart of how many hot dogs have historically been eaten in this challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess there's this method that was started, I think in the 90s, or I don't know, I could be completely wrong about the time. But anyways, at one point, there's a new method and it flagged it and said, this is when this new methodology was introduced. And then it just skyrocketed with how much they were able to eat in 10 minutes.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
And it's just like, that's ridiculous. Because before then, it was like a normal amount. Like, I think it was like 12 or something like that. I was like, yeah, that's more doable. But I think that the new methodologies where they like dip it and they're like,
See, I'm just not a big fan of like those kinds of competitions because I feel like that you're not eating to enjoy food.
No.
no.
You're just
Well, I
eating-
mean, you see them dunk the bread into
It's disgusting.
water just so that it,
slides down.
Yeah. Yep.
uh-huh.
All right, Timmy, you're up with Kiss, Marry, Kill.
We're gonna go with a '90s girl edition.
Ooh.
Ooh.
We're gonna go Buffy Summers,
Okay.
Topanga Lawrence,
Ooh.
Kelly Kapowski.
Okay, well, I out of all of those, I do have to marry Buffy because she will save me from any vampire.
And killing her is going to be proven
And
difficult.
exactly. You know what? It might be Kiss, Marry, Kill, and then she's the one that ends up killing me. So
This is true.
I'm gonna go marry Buffy for just personal protection. I think I would kiss Kelly Kapowski and sorry Topanga. Buffy will take care of you.
This is a hard one because I've definitely had a crush on every single one of these girls.
See, I don't know. I can't remember how long this show's been going, but like this has never come up in the time we've started.
No.
Now, let me ask you this. This is the character, right? Not
Yeah,
the actor.
Not the actress.
Just the character.
I think I'm gonna just kiss Buffy and be like, hey, that was nice. Oh, that was a nice kiss. Thank you.
And she's,
Mutually.
and she's like, don't worry, I have Angel.
And I was like, cool. Hey, but we friends, like in case I see a vampire that just, happens to be around now. I'm gonna marry my first crush, Kelly Kapowski. And then Topanga. Especially the early years Topanga when she was so hippie.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, no. That's too much. So, yep, Kelly Kapowski it is. Marrying her.
I'd probably do the same.
Is me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Buffy just comes with a lot of baggage. Where have you been tonight? Just killing the vampires.
Hey, you know what? But benefit of also being married to Buffy, if you die, her friend Giles probably bring it back to life.
Does that happen?
Probably.
What a benefit.
That is a benefit, but now too much baggage.
Uh,
I like Kelly where she's like surface deep in what we know about her, very superficial, and that's about it.
and then, she ends up marrying Peter.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's not Kelly Kapowski.
I know. Do you know what would be so funny if her character's first name was Kelly?
That would be awesome. I really love that show. I heard it's going to get rebooted.
Yeah, it is.
So-
Because the joy of things surging in popularity because of Netflix.
Uh-huh. Let's see. I'm curious if I can find out anything about when that's going to... I mean, it looks like it was... I don't know. It says it was confirmed in October of 24.
Mm.
But when is it coming? I want to know. I hate when things take forever. Like, if things are confirmed for so long, then they're just hanging out there to potentially get, told, never mind. Just like I was looking up the other day with Marvel and the Blade series,
Mm-hmm.
and then finding out that got nixed, and I was like, oh, but I want a Blade series. Anywho, all right, let's move on. All right, let's return to our most rewatchable movie franchise part. This is the part 2, not part 2 of actually the segment, but my little bracket thing that I have here. So we have, I guess we haven't even started this one. That's why. So we're on the other side of the bracket. And first up is Pirates of the Caribbean versus Alien.
All right. So to break this down, I think first one, Pirates of the Caribbean, fantastic. Alien is good. Aliens, the second one, is even
Better.
better. And all the other ones for me personally that has come next, Alien versus Predator, whatnot, just hot garbage.
It's trash.
I think I mean, these are both ones I have not seen every single one from. In fact, Alien, I've only seen the first one. Pirates of the Caribbean, I've only seen the first two, and then I jumped and saw like number 5 or something like that.
Oh, is that the one with the mermaids and stuff like that?
No,
Oh.
it was the one with
Blackbeard?
Penelope Cruz. Was that she in it?
She was in the
Because that's the
fourth?
first one that doesn't have. That's the only one that they didn't get Legolas guy.
Oh, yeah.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Do you know they're bringing another one? They're making another Pirates.
I mean, it's fine if they are able to redeem themselves. It's one of those movies that, it can pop its head back up every once in a while and just, but like, work on it. You're not going to ruin the series. The series is already what it is in my mind.
Yeah. My favorite thing about Pirates of the Caribbean is an episode of The Simpsons. I can't remember when it was, but Bart was on one of those hay balers or something like that. And it was getting out of control, and it went through a hay field, and it baled hay, and it just kind of sucked up all the hay and put it in a bundle of hay. He drove through a pond, and it baled and put into like little neat square cubes pieces of water with fish in it, and then it went over a manure pile, and it shot out Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Okay, I like Alien 1. That's good.
Mhm.
Aliens is great.
Yeah.
And then it just goes downhill from there. Pirates, like the first one a lot. That one's great.
Mhm.
Second one is good. Third one is good too. The fourth one is yeah. And the fifth one, I've only seen it once, and I remember just being meh about it.
I'll take the fifth one over the third one, because that third one, when they became like some sort of like big gigantic Power Ranger villain, it reminded me of watching Power Rangers, where Rita or whatever would throw her thing, and then the person would grow, and then there would be some sort of like kaiju fight type of a thing. When that happened, I think in the third one, I'm like, okay, this is hot garbage right here.
I mean, I love the music from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
Hans Zimmer, right?
The second and the third, I think second on might be Hans. First one was not.
First one was not.
First one was not.
Who was it?
Man. So I think because of music and just the storytelling of all of it, I'm gonna go with Pirates.
I think for rewatchability, because I do like you said, Alien is good. Aliens is fantastic. But do I want to rewatch them?
I remember Alien versus Predator just being, it was high expectations.
It's almost like a comical, if
Yeah.
you ask me. Not Pirates. Aliens versus Predator. Yeah.
Mhm.
It was just garbage.
So I'm going to cast my vote for Pirates of the Caribbean, because I think there's more rewatchability. Now, the better movie, Aliens, easily. But rewatchability, I think the franchise that you'd have to go with would be Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think it's way more rewatchable.
All right. So I'm going to start off with saying, so Taylor has weighed in,
Mm-hmm.
and he has said that he is going for Alien,
Wow.
which I'm not
Whoa.
surprised. He likes Alien a lot. He likes the whole series a ton. So not surprised at that at all. As far as my vote goes,
Oh, I know exactly where Jeremy's vote's gone.
Where is it going?
It's going to go Pirates, because you are kind of like, Alien is a thing.
Yep, that's about right. Because I don't really. The first one that I finally watched either earlier this year or last year, I can't remember. Yeah, I was underwhelmed, but I'm watching it way late in the game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let me move that on. So Pirates gets 3 votes. Well,
2 Aliens, 1.
all right. And the next one up is Ghostbusters versus Men in Black. Very on the
Oh.
nose.
Interesting.
Very similar.
Okay, are we counting the female version Ghostbusters 2?
Yep. It's the
Oh.
whole franchise. So yes.
Because fun fact, they made when the Afterlife came out, whichever production studio was doing that made a Ghostbusters trilogy, having Ghostbusters 1, 2, and Afterlife. And then there was an uproar from some of the people that did the female version of it. And so before they went and sold the DVD bundle of 1, 2, and Afterlife, they put in a code that you could purchase or you could get a free Ghostbusters 2017. They didn't even bother printing and pressing a Blu-ray for that.
That's hilarious. This one's actually a pretty hard one because I feel like most of these, the first one was the best and the rest kind of were meh.
So there's 4 Men in Blacks and there's
4 Ghostbusters.
4 Ghostbusters?
Or actually 5.
5.
1, 2, 3,
5.
4, 5.
Ghostbusters.
Yep, 5. I'm trying to remember Men in Black's second one. What is that?
The second one was with was it with the girl?
The girl that takes over the MIB station.
Oh, that's right. Yep. That one was okay. The third one, was that the one with Thanos, dude?
Yeah, time travel and younger Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
And there's a fourth one, you said?
No.
There's a
there
fourth
is?
one.
There is?
Yes, it's the one with Thor.
Oh, that's right. And the Valkyrie is his.
Like MIB International or something like
Yeah.
that.
Mm,
So, yeah, Chris Hemsworth and the girl who plays
And
Valkyrie.
the girl
is
plays
his-
Valkyrie, yeah.
Yeah.
interesting.
That one was not good. I remember
Well, we're clearly because we are not remembering it.
that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, for me, Ghostbusters, like I can only go Ghostbusters 1 and the original Men in Black because to me, I don't want anything to do with any of the other ones.
See, I think Ghostbusters 2 gets a lot of flack.
It
don't
should.
I don't think it's that bad.
It is bad. However, I will tell you, at your birthday party, Courtney, I made one reference and Courtney vomited probably about a 2-minute line from Ghostbusters 2. And I was like, because she's always said that it's one of her favorite movies.
See, that's a stretch.
And when she vomited out a 2-minute line from Ghostbusters 2, I'm like, oh, you don't say and claim that you like Ghostbusters 2. You legitimately watch Ghostbusters 2.
I believe it.
I don't think it's that bad, but it's not good. Better than number 1.
I think, yeah, it's not better than number 1 for sure. And I don't think it's that bad either, as like Brett thinks, but but of all of them, I mean, in number 3, the girl one is not completely unwatchable. I think if I were to grade every single one of those, averaging them out, they would be average higher than Men in Black would.
And like Ghostbusters Afterlife, I mean, it was an attempt at rebooting Ghostbusters, but I don't know. It was a little strange that it took place in a completely different state. And I get that, the character of Egon passed away,
Mm-hmm.
but, and then the Frozen Empire, I was overwhelmingly disappointed with. Like, I thought it was a good buildup, but like, again, like, I mean, the main villain was barely an inconvenience to get rid of. Like, barely.
Yeah, it really was.
Like, if anything, the guy should have gotten away and then saved, ran and fought for another day or something.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It should not have wrapped up so quickly and so easily.
I think the last one is definitely the worst, if you ask me.
The Frozen Empire.
Yes.
I mean, if you're not counting for the female one.
I think even counting the female one,
Ooh.
I don't like the last one. Wow.
Yeah. I can only go. I don't like any of the other ghosts. Like I will tell you, I haven't seen Afterlife yet. That's the only one I haven't seen. Frozen Empire.
You saw Frozen Empire, but you didn't see Afterlife?
I did not.
Oh wow.
I was stuck on an airplane.
That's fair.
I mean, it was Ghostbusters Afterlife was just okay. Just okay. Nothing crazy. I mean, it was just like a B- movie. Arguably C+.
All right. Well, I'm throwing my vote in. I'm saying Ghostbusters. I don't think Men in Black, even the first one, is not as good.
No.
The first one is not even close to, like, I could say, I don't know. I would even dare say the second Ghostbusters is better than the first Men in Black.
Wow.
I'm gonna.
I don't really care too much for Men in Black. Let's just say it that way. Like, it's watchable.
I mean, there's a lot of funny aspects of it. Like, I do like the neuralizer. I like the.
Yeah, what it did for pop culture is great.
Yeah.
I love what it did for pop culture, but yeah, I don't need to watch it anymore.
I mean, I'm going to have to go with, so very similar to what you have to say. I don't agree that Ghostbusters 2 is better than Men in Black. Rewatchability, and this is where it goes. Because, like I said, I want nothing to do with any of the other Ghostbusters. I don't want anything to do with Men in Black or any of the other Men in Black. Rewatchability is Ghostbusters and everything else is not. So I would, like, even like Men in Black is good, but if you're like, would you rather watch the Weather Channel from the 80s or Men in Black or any of the other Ghostbusters or any other Men in Black? It would be like Weather Channel from the 80s.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Burn.
dang.
So what did you decide on?
Ghostbusters.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Ghostbusters as well. The first one is so great, and it carries a lot of the weight for the whole franchise.
Ghostbusters.
So what did Taylor say?
Taylor has not yet got back to me,
Oh,
so
okay.
we will move on.
Okay.
He's already outvoted. So.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, next one up is Terminator versus Rambo.
All right. Well, much like Ghostbusters.
I have not seen Rambo, so anybody who's seen it, you're gonna have to weigh in.
I've seen the first one.
I've seen the first three. I'll tell you, the third one is not good, but when you watch it, you're just like, it makes Hot Shots Part 2. You're like,
More fun.
oh, right. Right now, it's, for me personally, it's Terminator 2 versus everything else, and Terminator 2 trumps everything else.
Timmy, have you've seen Rambo 1?
I've seen Rambo 1 one time, and it was okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't think the best Rambo movie is better than the best Terminator.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you're looking at just the overall iconicness of both these two films, Terminator smashes it to pieces, especially just the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Terminator 1 is just a hot mess when you compare it to 2.
It is so boring. When I obviously I saw the second one before I saw the first one, but then when I watched the second one or first one as a teenager, I was just aghast. Like, how was this so good that they wanted to make a sequel? Because I was bored stiff.
I have no idea. I think it had a lot to do with the pitch meeting of it. Like, just the way they were like, we're just setting this up. The second one's going to be great. The third one, I remember them making a big deal about it, and it was just okay. It was nothing great.
Now, a lot of people hate the third one. It's not that, to me, it's not that bad.
It's not bad.
It for me, Terminator 3 is how Jeremy sees Ghostbusters 2. It's not that bad.
It's funny. I don't remember.
And
like, I feel like everything after Terminator 2 blurs to me. Like, I have no idea which one's which.
See, and I don't mind Terminator 4. Like, it gets a lot of heat. It's just a film. I don't even connect it to
That's
the other
one
ones.
with Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
I have not seen that one.
See, I feel like that's a whole. I feel like they're trying to reboot it or something.
Yeah.
to make it
Okay,
look
so
different.
is Terminator 3 the girl one?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I know the lines.
Terminator 4 and 5 were.
There's a 5?
The Terminator 5. Terminator 5 is stupid because it undoes everything.
It undoes everything. Yeah.
And then Terminator 6 or the new one.
Oh, I remember Terminator, the one with Christian Bale. Is that really a Terminator?
Yeah.
That's a Terminator.
That's a Terminator.
Terminator
Okay.
Salvation.
Okay. I thought it was like a spinoff or something.
See,
No.
I view it as a spin-off or like as just an alternate
And
reality.
that's the only way it makes sense.
That's the
Alternate.
only way. Yeah.
And then the Terminator 4 is an Terminator 5 is an alternate reality because that
That makes sense.
uh-huh.
That makes me like it just a little better, like 2%.
2%.
2% better.
Just like your milk.
Mhm.
Going off of what you guys have said about Rambo, I'm going Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go Terminator.
Definitely more rewatchable. even though it's garbage and some.
I'm sure for all of us, it was one of the first R-rated films we've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that was one of the
absolutely.
first ones that my parents are just like.
Well,
they-
we were over at a friend's house, and I was fairly young.
yeah, and
I was. I mean, when I say I was young, I think I was less than 7.
yeah.
See-
I would no, you'd have
It
to
was
be.
before we were moved to
I
the
know
house there now.
it would have maybe been 7 or 8
Yeah.
because I believe it came out in '92. Terminator. I think Terminator 2 came out in '92. Or maybe it was 91 because I was in at least 7th grade when Terminator 2 came out.
I remember when I was growing up. I mean, that was probably the first one I saw.
Terminator 2 came out when I was 6.
Came out
1991.
91. Okay.
I remember watching it watching it. That was like, I think my first. And I remember my mom, like she would let some movies slip through the cracks that were R. And she would, I know that there would be some like new releases that she would watch and like she would try and live censor us.
And be
So-
like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's hard when you've never watched a movie before.
Exactly. Or like if something comes up on the screen, she's just like, oh, I'm going to cover your eyes.
I don't think I've ever had the cover your eyes situation. Like, I don't know how that my family got through our childhood with showing us rare movies, obviously not knowing what's in them.
I think there was some uncomfortable moments like History of the World Part 1 when I think Dad realized he made his mistake when you had the apes at the very beginning.
Oh yeah,
and then he's just like, well, let's stop watching it, and because we did not want to watch this whatever movie
he wanted to watch. I think probably 10 Commandments or something.
No, he wanted to watch a comedic one with the guy who plays Arthur.
Oh, I know what you're talking
I can't
about.
think of what the actor's name is, but he wanted this comedic one. I think the movie that he wanted us to watch was called Holy Moses, but he rented the History of the World Part 1, and as we were watching it, like the instant that we did not want anything to do with it, it was and then suddenly the introduction happened, and you had these monkeys and making fun of Space Odyssey. And we're like, and he's like, well, this isn't the movie, obviously. And we're like, no, we have to watch this.
Yep.
You wanted us to watch it to the point where we wouldn't let it go. We're like,
Yep.
sorry, Dad.
You made a bad choice.
And so then we watched it and we enjoyed it. And I bet you there was like a whole bunch of cringing that was going on.
Oh yeah,
But I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. But yeah, it was no like. I'm trying to think of the not Fatal Attraction. What is it called? Basic Instinct. There was no Basic Instinct kind of moments at all.
I remember we rented, or we convinced my parents to rent Starship Troopers.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely one.
I would like to know more.
That's definitely one where a parent's hands are popping up every once in a while.
So like my mom, like I think she had seen the cover. I mean, again, this is pre-internet. So
Yeah.
you couldn't just go on and
Yep.
look up information.
And the R rating didn't explain why it was R.
no,
No.
she just you see the cover and you see aliens fighting. And you're just like, oh, it's just a violence. Who
Yeah.
cares? And then like the shower scene comes
Yeah.
on. You're like, she's like, ah.
Now, did you make it through, or did she turn it off?
Oh,
like,
she's like, turn your heads.
oh, okay. So you guys made it through it.
Yeah, we made it through it.
Oh, okay. And then later that night, you crept out of your bed and put it in the VCR. Oh, that's funny.
The 90s.
Mm.
All right. Next up is so that one was Terminator moved on. Friday the 13th now versus Final Destination. Friday the 13th. That's Jason, right? I don't know why the names have a hard time in my head.
Yeah.
Jason.
Jason's mom. She's got it
going on.
That song is so contagious.
It is. It really is. My YouTube app will constantly just was like, remember when you liked this? Do you want to rewatch this?
It's listening to you right now. So the next time you open up YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be there.
I think I think I've only seen the first two, and then of course classic Jason X,
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
which is it is pretty fun to watch.
It's a comedy.
It's
Oh, yeah.
it's just 100% a comedy. Final Destination. I mean, I love the first two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember what three. I'm sure I've
third one was I think the third one was the bridge.
I don't remember a bridge. I don't know why.
And then the fourth one, or was it the fifth? It was the fifth. I I'm surprised that they came up with the sixth one because the fifth one basically tied up everything dating back to the first one. And I was very impressed with that.
I like the character of Jason and Jason's mom, and I think I would lean more towards that than seeing 100 ways to kill people through coincidences.
See, and that's the opposite of me because I'm not the biggest fan of Jason's and like the slowness of what's going on when something's going to happen. Even seeing Kevin Bacon die is, whatever.
Come on, a harpoon through the chest, man.
But Final Destination, I think like the intensity actually gets me a little bit more.
But Jason X comedy.
Yeah, Jason X. I guess I'm also thinking of it in the wrong term, so I apologize for that. I'm thinking of it in like what is the better movie? Rewatchable, because like if I rewatch Final Destination over and over, I watch Jason over and over. I don't know which one I want to watch over and over. Horror movies are not the most rewatchable movies. I'm still going Final Destination.
Oh,
so Brett, it's coming down to you.
All right. So one of the best parts about Friday the 13th is after part 2, at the end of part 2, beginning of part 3 and stuff like that, it is watching how he dies and then how he gets brought back to life. One of my favorite ones is he gets dragged to the bottom of the lake. Oh, sorry. So he, I believe at the end of 3 or 2, he dies and drowns at the bottom of the lake. And then a girl who has psychic powers or telepathy or whatnot, her dad actually died in the lake and it was her fault. She made the bridge collapse and he drowned and his body had never been found. So he was at the bottom of the lake. So her as a teenager goes back to the lake and tries to use her psychic powers to bring her dad back to life. Accidentally, her dad died around the same exact spot where Jason drowned in the previous movie.
Naturally.
And her psychic powers accidentally bring Jason back to life instead of her dad. Then you have one of them where he's dead in a grave and a survivor comes by and takes a cast iron thing and starts stabbing his dead body with this iron thing. The iron gets struck by lightning and he comes back to life. It is one of the best things ever to watch these movies back to back to back just to see how he dies only to be brought back to life. Final Destination, I think the wowness of the intricateness, like I texted you, I'm like, have you seen the Final Destination trailer?
Mm-hmm.
Because the trailer is just one of those, ooh. And I think for as slow as Friday the 13th is, I think you can only be wowed by the by the initial
absolutely
thing. And so I have to go with Friday the 13th.
All right. I'm not terribly upset by us, but whatever. It'll get eliminated.
Yeah, it will.
All right. Next one, Fast and Furious versus RoboCop. I have never seen a single RoboCop, and I don't think I have any plans to see a single RoboCop. So
I'm going to I already know my answer, so I'll let you
right.
two go at it.
I just want to, well, if you know your answer, Brett, you've seen RoboCop, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's that great of a movie. So I'm going to go Fast and the Furious.
If we were just talking about RoboCop 1 versus Fast and the Furious 1, what do you think has the highest IMDb score?
I'd probably say RoboCop.
I'd say Fast. Fast 6? Or no, it's Fast 7.
Well, no,
So-
it's Fast 1
Fast
versus
1.
RoboCop 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I would probably say Fast and the Furious.
So RoboCop has a 7.6 out of 10,
Really?
and Fast and Furious has a 6.8. So
Oh,
RoboCop.
really?
But I'm going for Fast and Furious because I think that's a heck of a lot more rewatchable than any
Mhm.
action movie. It is an action movie in a way. Brett, you
is-
picked what?
Fast and Furious.
Fast and the Furious is one of my guilty pleasures.
Yeah, I knew that going in. I was like, yep. Man, how did these stars align like this? This next one's Halloween versus Saw, which I already have this one.
Oh, yeah.
Locked and loaded.
It has to be Saw because at least the first Saw is good.
Yeah.
I've never watched a Halloween movie that I can admit to saying that I like.
That's fair. That's fair. When the Halloweens I've watched, I'm just like, okay, it's there. It's a movie. We watched it. The
Mhm.
end.
I think Saw's a little more interesting than
Now, after Saw 1,
Michael.
it just got into like body horror and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I got to, what is it called? Gore porn, I think
Mhm.
they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I definitely tell you, like the number 2, I think it is, where like they are in this building, like everybody, and they're like
Yeah.
almost contestants, if you will.
hmm
When she gets dropped in those syringes, I was like
Oh, yeah.
dying. I was
Yeah.
like, no.
my favorite Saw is the part in Scary Movie 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Once again, 1 versus 1. They are so close of tying, but one just barely 0.1 out the other.
I think Halloween won.
I see Saw.
Halloween 7.7
A
versus
lot of people
7.6.
really like the first Halloween.
All right, so everybody's going to Saw, right?
Mhm.
All right.
Do you want to play a game?
Yeah, I do. I'm all about that. All right, next one up is Shrek versus Maze Runner. Completely
Wow.
changing now. Kind of glad to be out of the horror genre for this.
So I do like the Maze Runner, the first one.
Mhm.
I've only seen the first one.
The idea of what they did with the books for the second and third one is like not even close to what they did in the movie. The movie, they're just like, let's turn it into a post-apocalyptic zombie movie. And Shrek, here's the hard thing, is the first Shrek is so classic.
Mhm.
They're making another one.
Are they really?
But
Yes.
with kind of like with Ghostbusters, stuff like that, I never wanted a sequel.
Number 2 is actually really good in my book.
Oh, yeah?
I really like it. I like it when you get Prince Charming, the fairy godmother, and like them making the big gingerbread man. And
Shrek was one of the first DVDs I think I either rented or bought.
I know.
when
the first-
DVDs were a thing.
I know. I know my first. I bought a DVD player for one DVD.
What was that?
specifically. House on Haunted Hill.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now.
So I honestly think comedy lends itself to rewatchability. I'm going Shrek.
100% going
Yep,
Shrek.
I'm going Shrek.
I think Shrek could go
And a
further.
waffle.
I don't think it's going to go to the third round or anything, but I think it could go.
Back to horror.
I don't know. I guess it depends on who's winning this. Spider-Man versus Insidious.
Okay, so is this all the Spider-Man?
It
movie?
is. Let's talk about
They're
that.
technically all linked.
Yeah, that's true. They're all linked. So,
So
I
if it's
guess-
all the Spider-Man movie, it's easily Spider-Man over
Oh.
Insidious.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yep, it is Spider-Man.
And that's not just opinion. That's
just
that's
fact.
global box office fact.
I don't even think Insidious is that rewatchable in the first place. Like
No.
I like some of them, but it's not. Again, I think horror is the opposite of rewatchability.
Ooh.
James Bond versus the Predator. Okay, I mean this is all of them, and I don't think this one's a no. I think this is a no-brainer as well.
I mean, Predator 1, I haven't seen in years, but it is really good. But I do love so many James Bond movies.
I just finished completing the GoldenEye Nintendo 64 game.
Ooh.
Ew,
It was so
congratulations.
fun. Like I haven't done that in like 20 years.
I
It
am
was so fun.
invincible.
Yeah, Boris says that, and then I just popped him in the head. It was fun.
What do you think is the best James Bond?
Let's see.
Ooh,
So, what I think most people would clamor as the best James Bond, I think there's two.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
You said that with a straight face.
I'll tell you, Tomorrow Never Dies is a lot better than the next one. What was the one that we watched with
Quantum of Solace.
Quantum of Solace?
Oh,
That one.
honestly, anything's better than. I think that one should be the last.
I mean, we walked out of Quantum of Solace, and I didn't remember what we had just seen. It was all it was it was slow, and then there was lots of explosions, and that's all I could remember.
And James Bond was somehow in it.
hmm I'm gonna say the two highest rated Bonds, and I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be GoldenEye or Casino Royale. I
Whoa.
think those two are the most. But then you also have to go back and think maybe Goldfinger, because a lot of people are rate the nostalgia, the older ones, higher than the newer ones. But I think if you were to ask people today, I think it would be GoldenEye or Casino Royale.
I didn't mind Casino Royale. I thought it was good.
I loved it. It definitely reinvigorated my love. So, I mean, I don't know if I'd loved it
Like,
previously, but I enjoyed it.
I don't know if does anybody know, or is this supposedly the same James Bond? Just
So I have a theory, kind of, and it works until the Daniel Craig era, because then it's my theory was it's all the same James Bond. You're just supposed to go from one to the other. However, where it falls apart with Daniel Craig is at the very end of Pierce Brosnan, the M was Judi Dench, and then M is Judi Dench for Daniel Craig. However, James Bond is now doing his first mission possible. So the possibility is you just have 007 as just a number associated with James Bond, which is correct until you get to the very last one where they give the 007 to this black girl and her name isn't James Bond. So now that goes out the window. Then you have the inaccuracy of Judi Dench being an M at the very end of Pierce Brosnan entering Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig at the very last one allows a missile to fall on top of him because he can't stand to live without this girl, because if he ever comes in contact with her, he is poisoned with a thing in his genes that will basically kill this girl that he actually loves, even though when you go back to the Sean Connery, Roger Moore era, his literal wife that he marries at the end of On Her Majesty's Secret Service gets murdered. So he's more sad that his girlfriend in Daniel Craig's gets murdered than that he cannot live with her than when his actual wife gets murdered.
That went south pretty fast.
So according to Rotten Tomatoes, the number one with a 99% is Goldfinger. Then 97 From Russia with Love. Dr. No, number 3. Casino Royale, number 4.
Wow.
And Skyfall, number 5.
Skyfall was fun.
And that's the ones that made it into the 90s. And it has the worst as the original Casino Royale.
Oh, well, that was a comedy.
Yeah. And but technically the real first one is A View to a Kill.
Yeah, that's when Roger Moore was like 50 years old playing James Bond.
Yeah, and sadly, because if you don't count the original Casino Royale, there's 26. And which one did we talk about?
Quantum of Solace.
That's right. Quantum of Solace is number 17 with a 63% Rotten Tomato rating. Man,
I would rather watch A View to a Kill than I'd rather watch 50-year-old Roger Moore, gingerly walk around than Quantum of Solace.
It's 16 out of how many?
16 out of 26. Is that what you said?
There's 17 out of 26. Yeah.
17 out of 26. Wow. So
yeah. It has a lot of other ones like Spectre, Diamonds Are Forever, Moonraker, Tomorrow Never Dies, Die Another Day, The World Is Not Enough, Octopussy, The Man with the Golden Gun, and A View to Kill. All worse than Quantum of Solace.
I was going to ask, is GoldenEye somewhere there? But nope, it's not. It's above.
GoldenEye is number
7. Number 7.
Number 10.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. All right. So we're all going James Bond.
Got to go the 007.
All right. Next up is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
I don't remember the Chronicles of Narnia very well.
I remember that better than I remember Ninja Turtles.
Okay, let me give you a little breakdown. Do you have 20 minutes?
Did you know that they're going to have a 35-year anniversary for the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and bring it back into the movie theater?
That is amazing.
That's funny. I don't know if rewatchability. I don't know on this because
the first Ninja Turtle was
that's a little
okay. It
dark,
was slow.
right?
It was dark and it was slow.
Yes.
The second Ninja Turtle was they like ramped it up.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
way more fun.
Secret of the Ooze was fantastic.
That is like 90s. Like
I need to
peak
watch that with my
90s.
kids to refresh my memory
Like,
of the Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah, your kids, my kids, they are old enough to watch that and get it and laugh and have a good time. That is just 90s party time.
Mm-hmm.
I need to look this up and to refresh
The
my
Secret of the Ooze. And number 3 was just strange with the scepter going back in time.
Yeah,
And I think
in time.
And I think they were just like trying to play off the success of the video game, but it was just a little strange. That's probably the weakest one out of the trilogy. And if I don't know if we're talking about also the cartoons,
No, I don't think we're talking about.
No.
but then
the movie cartoons.
No.
Oh,
the movie
yeah, it's like
cartoons.
the
Well, what about the most 2 recent ones that they just barely did, like in the early 2000s, like 2009 or something like that?
Oh,
you're
yeah,
talking about the ones with
Megan Fox.
Megan
Yeah.
Fox, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did not mind.
I did not mind them either.
I don't remember what I thought of them, but I've seen them.
They were still. They did do a dark take on both. I mean, the second one's I think a little lighter than the first.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind it. It was actually pretty fun watch. I mean, I like how they made Shredder like this huge, like machine suit being, and then that it was fighting against Splinter, this small rat, and in comparison, but Splinter can just move.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna vote for because
What?
Chronicles of Narnia is not very watchable. The Prince Caspian is the best one,
Prince Caspian is the best one.
and other than that, it's kind of they're really kind of slow.
Well, I have to do this, and okay, here's my thing. Prince Caspian is the best. I would even say Voyage of the Dawn Treader is the next best Chronicles of Narnia, with the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe being that. Now you could say that they're all slow, and then you have T2, not Terminator 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, or TMNT 2
So good.
is so good, and it's 90 minutes. Like,
You don't get 90
we
minutes.
need to get back to the days of 90-minute movies. I'm so tired of the extra padding that they do to get near 2 hours. And because of the rewatchability, because of how fun it was, because Prince Caspian is the better one, but it is so long. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep, I agree.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Go
All
ninja,
right.
go ninja, go.
Next,
go,
we have The
go.
Matrix versus Divergent. So I've only seen the first Divergent, and I really keep putting in the back of my mind, like, I need to watch the rest of the Divergents. But apparently, like, you know, when you get to the TV and you're like, oh, I need to watch something. I need to like come up with a list. Like I need to write it down somewhere. Like this is on my list. I need to find it because whenever I go to the TV and go, I have nothing to watch.
I've only seen like the first 2 of those one time, and I did not like the lead actress.
Yeah, she's not the best.
I don't think she's very charismatic with that movie. I don't even know how she won the role. I like The Matrix. I like the characters in there. I honestly like saw the first one and thought it was a little slow, but like the things that they were doing in there were.
I mean,
were
it
different.
was like a good build.
It was yes, and then like just the technology that they were bringing to the table, it was different at the time. It was iconic. It was new. It was fresh. And then I honestly liked Matrix Reloaded. Like I thought they took a step up
With the
Oracle and just like the whole what can you do in the Matrix. I have not seen the 4th one, but I remember seeing the first 3. The 3rd one was a little disappointing.
The fourth one is the one that they took the longest time to create, right? Like it's not the longest time to create, but there's the biggest gap between 3 and
huge.
4. Yeah. Yeah. I remember I've seen them all. 3 and 4, I think, are garbage, in my opinion. 1 and 2 are the best. Is it 3 with the like the twins that have like the weird hair?
That's the second.
I didn't like them. But
I think they're in the 2nd and 3rd.
But either way, number 1. I mean, just the fact that I can watch number 1 in the Matrix makes not Matrix more rewatchable than Divergent, because Divergent is more of a drama than an action.
I also remember getting the Animatrix, like kind of like the short films that are between the Matrix films and what goes on. I enjoyed those. They were different like art pieces, like different styles of animation that were really fun to watch.
Well, and then I'll tell you, if you ever want to watch Divergent, the series, without watching it, watch the pitch meeting, and then also know that Divergent was based off of a 4-part book series. Interestingly, there's only 3 movies.
Yeah, I read the first book before I watched the first movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then I haven't gone trying to watch the second one.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix.
Maybe later down the road, these will be a little bit more difficult.
Ooh,
Austin Powers.
I
is
know what
next
I'm picking.
I
versus
hate Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity.
I-
I thought you were going for that for sure, Brett.
Oh, I hate that so much. Hey,
It-
hey, did you know that we're having like some weird poltergeist thing? You know what? We'll buy a couple more cameras. Huh? Did you know with more cameras, it's actually gotten worse? Do you know what we should do? Buy more cameras.
So let me ask you this: is Austin Powers 3 better than any of the paranormal
I'm
activities?
sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
The fan fiction.
Yes, I'll say yes to that.
Ooh.
The hatred for that movie.
Yes, it is an awful, awful movie.
I mean, I know I'm going Austin Powers. 'cause
Yeah.
Awesome Powers.
Number 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
It's groovy, baby.
Those are like giants compared to
You-
anything Paranormal Activity
You know,
could have done.
I had a couple of kids in my class that was so funny. They were really difficult kids, but I will tell you, good parenting. They would come and they would ask me questions about 80s and 90s movies. And one of the kids goes up to me and just goes, Ms. Williams, what are your top 5 favorite comedies? And I was just like, oh, well, Airplane. And they're like, I haven't seen that one. I go, Naked Gun series. And they're like, okay. I go, Austin Powers. And the kid stops me and goes, isn't number 2? Don't you think number 2 is better than number 1? And I said, number 1 is classic. Number 2 is funnier. That is, and it was so funny because then he goes back home, watches it, both of them, comes back to school the next day and goes, you're right. Austin Powers 1, classically just good. Number 2, way funnier.
Yeah. That's
I'd agree
funny
with
because
that.
I've been debating on whether or not my kids should watch Austin Powers in your what, like 10-year-old?
10, 11, yeah.
10 is watching Austin Powers. I don't know. I hate this next one.
Oh man.
Jurassic Park versus Die Hard.
Anybody seen the Rebirth yet?
No.
Well,
I'll wait.
my biggest question with Rebirth is how many freaking islands do they have? Like,
I've seen it.
It's because your kid loves dinosaurs,
My
right?
kid loves dinosaurs.
do they answer how many islands do they have? Because with Jurassic Park 2, the book, not to be confused with Jurassic Park, The Abomination, which is a movie, it was supposed to
Jurassic
be...
Park, The Abomination?
No, that's what it should have been called. Instead of The Lost World,
okay.
it should have been called The Abomination. But the second movie just took everything and was just nightmarish. And then you have the I'll say I rewatched because probably about a year or so ago, Jeremy told me that Jurassic Park 3 isn't that bad. And so I watched Jurassic Park 3 maybe about 18 months ago or whatnot. And you know what? I will tell you, Jurassic Park 3 really isn't that bad. Jurassic World is almost kind of like what Star Wars did with the Star Wars 7, where they basically copied A New Hope. But I was like, okay, it's fine. And that's what Jurassic World is. And then Jurassic World has just gotten worse and worse with the whole, hey, let's just live with invasive species that can kill us because sure, we're fine with that now. We've agreed that we can't kill these creatures. We'll just live with them. And then with the Rebirth, it's just like, oh, hey, remember that idea that we had for Jurassic Park 2 where they went to another island, or Jurassic Park 3, which they went to another island? There's another island now. How many freaking islands do they have?
I don't remember them in the movies saying, why or how many islands there actually are. It honestly gets crazier too. Like there's actually another island if you watch the Netflix series, the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous,
Mm-hmm.
because they've stated that Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory, the cartoons, those actually are canon in the Jurassic Park franchise. And there's actually another island. So you're already looking at least 4 or 5 islands, possibly more, in the Jurassic Park world. But they do, I mean, they explain this particular island. They explain what goes on at this island. And
What goes
obviously
on
they
in
have
the
to
island
go to
stays
the
on the
island.
It gets eaten on the island.
I mean, I will say, like, if I had to rank the Jurassic Park films, all of them,
Mm-hmm.
it would go 1,
4.
1, 4, maybe 3.
Yeah, 3.
There's a tie between maybe 3 and this last one.
Oh, okay.
And
Really?
then it gets, and then like, I know Fallen Kingdom is garbage.
Uh-huh.
The Dominion is terrible.
Is Dominion 2?
Dominion's
6 is the
And
one
then
where
then
they bring
2
back
is-
Ian Malcolm and
2's pretty bad. Like,
oh
so dumb.
yes,
Yes, 2 is
I think 2 is the worst.
2 could possibly. I would have to reconsider all of them, but 2 is running for the worst.
Rebirth was fine. It was just a popcorn movie.
Mm-hmm.
But like, at what point? I mean, they do explain, what's been going on with the dinosaurs around the world and what's happening with them. And they're, I don't want to spoil it for you guys.
Okay.
You can go enjoy it yourself.
All right.
What's the one that they are like selling the dinosaurs?
That's Fallen.
That's Fallen Kingdom.
Kingdom.
Oh yeah, I didn't care for that one.
No, that's probably one of the worst ones.
Yeah, I think 2. Oddly, Jurassic World 2 and Jurassic Park 2 probably neck and neck for the worst ones.
I would argue,
Yeah.
yes, that as too.
And
All
then
right,
we got Die Hard.
Die
this is
Hard.
Okay,
Number 1 is fantastic.
I like 1
and a Christmas movie.
Yep. Could
Taylor's not here too.
if
argue.
you were to say, what is the better number 1 out of these two? Which would you pick?
Jurassic Park.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
That's a hard one for me. Like,
which one's rated higher?
I'll find out. But I can understand why you say like Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park definitely left a more of an imprint on you because it was, a revolutionary kind of movie.
And also, it was.
I remember seeing it in the theater.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in the theater.
That was
it was one of my childhood movies.
That was one of the first movies that I went to the theater more than once to go see. Let's see. So Jurassic Park has a IMDb rating of 8.2 and Die Hard
7.6.
I bet you're. Oh, what did I say for Jurassic Park?
8.2.
They're tied.
Wow.
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 All right.
I really like Die Hard 1. It's fun. It's arguably a yearly watch, especially around Christmas. Die Hard 2, I think, took a step down,
a massive step down.
like Lost World.
Yep. I don't know if I'm up to date with all the Die Hards.
I like Die Hard 3. That goes up.
Oh,
Die Hard with
3.
a Vengeance is fantastic.
Right now, it's looking like the similar pattern of Jurassic
It really is.
Park.
It really is.
This is not a good one to.
I'm gonna go Jurassic Park. Final answer.
Let's see. I'm just curious. Die Hard with a Vengeance has a 7.6, and then Jurassic World, which I'm pretty sure slaughters that.
Yeah.
I just had a craving a few weeks ago. Be like, man, I haven't seen the Die Hards in a while. Like the ones like 2, 3, and 4, 5.
Die Hard with a Vengeance destroys Jurassic World. Jurassic World got a 6.9.
Wow.
I did not it's not destroyed by 0.7, but still, that's significant in my book.
Wow.
I'm going Jurassic Park.
I hate this. Timmy, did you decide?
I have not. Okay, so there are definitely at least 3.
You know what?
3 good Jurassic movies, but like, how many good Die Hard movies are there? The first one's great.
The first, the
1 and
third.
3.
The third is great.
There's one with, I think it's Timothy Oliphant that I kind of like.
The fourth,
Yeah.
I never saw anything past that.
I don't know if I did either. So essentially, they have like 2 solid ones,
2 to 3 solids.
and then their rest are kind of like mehs or garbage.
They were just like, we want cash.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a different kind of action. So do you like dinosaurs or do you like guns and
German people.
terrorists?
I
A terrifying terrorist.
I know this might upset some people, but I think I think the Jurassic Park one is the best. I also think it's slow.
I
Mhm.
agree with that.
It is slow. And like if you gave me watch Die Hard or Jurassic Park and then rewatch it right after,
It'd be Die Hard.
I'd probably be Die Hard.
I'm with you too.
Going to Jurassic Park 2, would I watch Jurassic Park 2
Or Die Hard.
or
2.
Die Hard 2 and rewatch it right after? Which one would you watch?
I'm gonna turn off the TV and walk away.
I mean, which one would you start and then nap to?
I don't know, but I do agree with Brett's assessment of Jurassic Park 3. I've always kind of enjoyed Jurassic Park 3,
I saw it in the theater.
and I don't know if I did or not, but
I have my ticket.
Yeah.
I do enjoy William H. Macy and that whole story with his kid, and that I don't know, it was kind of fun.
See, and I think that that's one of my issues with the Jurassic Park or the latest one, the Rebirth, is they bring this family into it and they make absolutely no sense why they're there, and they have no purpose in the plot of the film at all. Like it is a total bust. It's a waste. It's just, I think it's because there's a kid in there, and that's how you draw the younger audiences, because there's a kid.
All right. Well, if
I'm gonna go Die Hard.
if I were to reach out to Taylor, he would pick Jurassic Park. I know without a doubt. So
we're gonna chat GPT this thing.
yeah, we're gonna.
Oh.
ChatGPT.
All right.
like, I'm not gonna be mad one way or the other.
I'll be mad and sad no matter what. So let's chat GPT this.
I hate it.
Okay, we're gonna ask it. Gun to your head. Now,
Good dear.
I've recently had to do that, but honestly, one thing I'm gonna put this little note in here. If you have ChatGPT, I saw this on social media. You need to go into your settings and give it kind of like like you need to tell it like, this is my expectations for you.
Okay.
And then once you do that, you start getting a lot more like, number one, don't always agree with me. Like that's got to be one that you got to say in there, because ChatGPT notoriously always agrees with you.
Interesting.
So you got to like tell what you're expecting out of it, and then that's always the prompt it will always have running in the background.
We're kind of leaning more towards, like, I don't know if you remember Interstellar, but like you can set like those robots levels on their software of like agreeableness, human, or like like level of humor and sarcasm and stuff. You can say like, oh, bring it down to 20%, 30%.
I remember that. Isn't there's some movies that have humor, I feel like. All right. So it does have an answer here. I'm going to. Okay. All right, here we go. If you want a rewatchable action series with satisfying resolution and charismatic lead, Die Hard wins. If it's the kind of franchise you can throw on during a weekend, a flight, or even while multitasking and still have fun. Jurassic Park, while mythic and visually rich, is less rewatchable as a whole. Only the first film is essential. The rest, more curiosity than comfort viewing.
Wow.
That's what it has to
So
say.
Die Hard wins.
See, I think like Jurassic Park 1, great idea, great movie. But then like number 2 is unnecessary. Number 3 is unnecessary. And then number 4 could have been the sequel to Jurassic Park. Like, oh, we took 30 years.
Yep.
We think we got it down now. We actually have people brought to the island. This is how it's working. Oh, it didn't work. Okay.
Mhm. All right. So now on to Die Hard moves on. Next one is a horror again. Because I think the thing is horror movies just have a lot more franchises.
Mm-hmm.
A Nightmare on Elm Street versus A Child's Play.
I'm going Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, because I've always been in the belief that if you were locked in a room with Chucky, all you have to do is just kick that doll.
But does that make the movie more rewatchable, or less rewatchable?
I also think Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger makes it because it is dark comedy also.
Yeah.
All right. I have not seen both of these for ages, so I'm going with Nightmare as well. All right, the Jumanji series versus
Ooh.
Star Trek. So these are interesting because they both kind of have reboots.
Yeah.
Reboots / continuations.
Yeah.
So the first Jumanji, I never really liked the first Jumanji movie with Robin Williams.
Really?
It was slow.
It
It was slow, and you were always looking at, they would always highlight the moments from the book that,
Have you read the book?
yeah, it's a 32-page
Oh,
children's picture book.
I did not know that.
That sounds really long.
There's pictures, you say? Oh, I'll look at the pictures. I did not know this was based off a book at all.
Yeah. The second one, the reboot, the first one, super fun.
Mhm.
The second one was fun and then they did like the whole body swap thing, which was fun. However, Con, not the second one.
I thought you were saying con, like this is the negatives of it.
Con! No, the first Star Trek Wrath of Khan, fantastic. The Into Darkness, which was the Khan one that they had with Dr. Benedict Cumberbatch, not good. I will say J.J. Abrams' run, not well. Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, fantastic. Generations, not that great. The one with the Borg with the Next Generations, phenomenal, super creepy. First Contact. Oh,
yeah.
Body horror. I have to go because right now I have 3 movies that are easily rewatchable.
2, 4, 6
compared to 1. And so because for me, Jumanji 1 and Star Trek 1 are both boring.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to bring. I had Star Trek 1 and 2 DVDs for a while, and then I got a sweet deal on Amazon about a year or so ago for the director's cut of both of them.
Gosh.
So I'm gonna have to bring you those. But
The director's cut of Star Trek 1.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna go with Star Trek. More rewatch.
You know where this is going.
1 is so bad.
Yes, 1 is so bad. Again, one of my favorite lines from Big Bang Theory is he's talking to Amy Farrah Fowler, and he just randomly, Sheldon just starts talking and just goes, "Have you ever seen Star Trek 1?" And she goes, "No." And he goes, "No, it's awful." Anyway, and then just gets to, actually what he wanted to talk about.
Fun fact.
Star Trek has always been entertaining, but has not been quite the entertainment that Jumanji 2 and 3. I agree. Number one, I enjoyed it for what it was. In the 90s, it was great. But once you had a star shine so bright as number 2, then number 1 became so insignificant to me. It was just like, why even bother? And it's funny because I've watched 2 and 3 within the last 2 weeks with my kids, and I was like, I love this show. It's great.
Honestly, I think if they did an actual reboot of Jumanji and brought it back to a board game, I think it can be much better than what it was.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's the way board games are today are so much better than they were.
I don't know why, but like the most boring part kind of was when the hunter comes out
Yeah.
and chases him throughout the city. It's like, all right, well, let's get back to the board game. Zathura did a better
Oh,
job.
Zathura is such a better movie.
Yes.
Zathura.
Yep. But I don't know if they've talked about when they're gonna make the next Jumanji, because they obviously leave with the cliffhanger of the guy from New Girl is that he opens it up essentially, and then the animals go into the real
Into
world,
the real world.
just
Uh-huh.
kind of like Jumanji 1. All right, last one. This is probably a no-brainer, but
Yeah.
Batman versus the Purge.
It has to easily be
The
Batman.
Purge.
I-
Oh.
I mean, especially how many Batmans are we going into?
I want to see the Batman on Purge night.
Batman trying to stop people from making mistakes.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
That'd be kind of
Ooh.
cool.
Get the whole Justice League involved. Get the Flash, everybody.
I would watch.
Yeah.
I would watch. If we're talking about the first 4 Batmans,
Mhm.
and then we're talking about like the Batman Begins series, and then we're talking about
The Batman.
the Batman.
I think easily. I think I personally, I think the worst Batman movie would beat The Purge in rewatchability.
The
And that
first
would
one with
be-
Ethan Hawke.
Mhm.
I like Ethan Hawke's version of The Purge. I say no to that. I say no. I say good day, sir.
I see good day.
No. Ethan Hawke's first one, the TV series sucked. I was hoping for so much more. But yeah, I would rather watch Ethan Hawke's versus number 3 or number 4. Or no, sorry.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
3
what
and 4,
you're talking about.
Batman 3?
Yeah.
I like Batman. That was the Riddler
That
and
was the
Two-Face.
Riddler.
I
Mhm.
didn't like
4 is the
HBO kind of definitely ruined it more than it was already ruined
Mr.
for me
Free. I never had HBO
because I watched it so many times.
So Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy are the 4th.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
A Freeze is coming.
You know what? Robin's in number 4, right?
And
And
3.
Oh, 3. No, 3 is his origin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 4 with Alicia Silverstone as
That's Batgirl.
Batgirl. That is the epitome of garbage out of all of them. Probably the worst. I do enjoy 3 with the origin of Robin a little bit there.
Mhm.
Brett, you're more the authority on this, but I love the story of him being like a like trained with the circus. Is that at all?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
See, I liked they kind of dug a little bit into Robin's backstory in the show Titans.
Yes.
And when they talked about that, like when they did like a younger Dick Grayson talking to somebody, I think I don't remember who it was. Maybe it would have been the not Diana Prince, the other one, the Power Girl, whatever. I don't remember her name, but they were talking about how like in their younger days, Robin and Batman the way they would escape through the city is through the tunnels, and
Mhm.
I mean the way he's trained.
Oh, Donna Troy.
Yeah, Donna Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, man, that's the Batman I want to see. Like with a young Robin taking risks, being the guy that's there for just the distraction, but also having the moves.
Do you know what regarding the Titan series? My favorite character before he died was Jason Todd. He was such a dick.
My wife hates that guy. The guy that plays him
Uh-huh.
hates him. But I'm like, that's Jason Todd
Yeah.
though. Like that is Jason Todd.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, she was like, oh, it annoys her so much.
The 2 characters I hated were Hawk and Dove. Like,
Oh, you didn't like them?
no, their love story was just so slowed down the entirety of Titans.
Yeah,
Like-
I can see that.
Like, I wanted more Raven. I wanted Beast Boy. When they
way more Beast Boy.
yeah,
Please.
when they revealed Superboy at the end of season 1, and then the possibility of Crypto, that was going to be fun. And then you kind of had did they do a cyborg? I can't remember.
No.
No, they
Is
didn't.
this Jason Todd?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
He's such a dick.
He's
And so arrogant, and it was so great.
All right. Well, Batman moves on. Who's surprised that Purge didn't go on there?
Mhm.
All right. Next time we will get to the next round of these. So hopefully it's not in a couple months.
Exactly.
You'll have to just tune in and find out.
Tune in, y'all. Okay, let's move on to our recommendations. What do you got for us, guys? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. I recommended to you the movie Drop, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I also watched The Thunderbolts, and I will tell you,
Oh yeah, how'd you like that?
the villain is stupid. The movie, all I could say is the movie isn't that bad. And I say that in comparison to Captain America 4.
I enjoyed Thunderbolts more than I did Cap 4.
Yeah.
I gave up on Cap 4, so I'm not going to plan on
You know,
watching it.
props to you.
I watched 10 minutes and I was like, this is the least plausible thing I could ever imagine. I'm done.
I do want to give Ironheart a shot. I just haven't had time.
Oh, don't.
Oh,
I thought it'd be a fun family show to watch.
I've heard it's not.
We abandoned it like within 10 minutes maybe. And because I was like,
I'll watch it for you.
I was be like, hey, do you guys want to keep watching this? Because apparently, like on IMDb, it's like a 4. And so I was like, they're like, no, this sucks. Let's go. And so we watched something else.
I heard that it's one of the worst MCU TV series. Only what was it what was it? It came out about last year with the
Echo.
Oh, yeah.
That one is supposed to be the worst MCU TV series of all.
Yep. So Ironheart has a 4.4 on IMDb.
Ouch.
Yeah.
What does Echo have?
Echo. Let's see.
Echo
has, if this is the right one. Yep, it is. 5.9. So Echo's
Wow.
better.
Wow.
I think probably because it's a TVMA show versus
A
family, a TV 14.
Gotcha.
Well, I think Marvel just had this. They set up this expectation the first 15 years or so, where it's like they want to draw all the audience in, and then they want to just go darker, and I don't think it's working for them.
I think they've just lost their
mojo.
Yep.
So I also want to something I'm looking forward to besides Happy Gilmore 2 and whatnot. There's a series that it recommended called Thursday Night Murder Club, which is going to be on Netflix, I believe, in August.
Did you ever see Superman?
I did.
I did
could
too.
totally. I enjoyed it. I will tell you, I had the biggest question for why James Gunn decided to use Hot Girl. I will tell you, Hot Girl, most pointless character in the entire movie. But they had a Hot Girl, and I'm like, okay.
Who's she?
She was the girl that was the hawk that had the wings that was flying around.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought you said Hot Girl.
No, Hawk Girl.
I was like, that's an interesting name for a character that I didn't notice.
So you had Hawk Girl, which was the most pointless character of all. And then you had Mr. Terrific, which I was interested to see how they're going to do that with his T-spheres and stuff like that. And then I was like, Guy Gardner as the Green Lantern. And I thought, why not Hal Jordan? Why not Jon Stewart? Why Guy Gardner? And then near the very end of the movie, when Guy does his ultimate Guy thing, because Guy Gardner is the biggest dick probably of the DC universe, I was like, of course, this is James Gunn. He did Guardians of the Galaxy. He chooses quirky characters and he does good things with them. And Guy Gardner is a dick, and I feel as though he did him well.
I'll see it when it comes out. I don't think I'll go to the theater for it. But I've heard good things.
And I vastly did not like Crypto, the dog.
Oh yeah, I felt as though the Crypto was the get out of jail free card for Superman.
Mm-hmm. I didn't really like the movie. It to me was a big bomb, but that's to me.
I'll wait for HBO Max release.
Yep.
Timmy, did you give a recommendation?
No.
Oh.
So over the last 2 months, my kids, for whatever reason, decided we want to give Star Wars a chance. And so we started with the movies. We started with 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3, then 7, 8, 9. And it got mixed reviews from my kids. They like certain ones more than others. I think their favorites were Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith. Those were their favorites. And so then we have the Disney Plus membership. And so they they noticed that there is a Star Wars section, and they've discovered that there was a ton of content on there. And so we've been cruising through all the Star Wars content. I mean, we started with Clone Wars, and we went through the Clone Wars, and I gotta say, like, the Clone Wars is 7 seasons long, and I could argue that it could be shaved down to maybe 2. There's too much.
I will tell you, I've been told that it's some good storytelling or whatnot. I do not like the Clone Wars animation. I feel as though it's like animating marionette puppets.
See, it took me a while to get used to it, because at first I didn't love it. And then I just was like, it's okay. And then when you compare it to what they're going to do, it actually looks better. But I would say Clone Wars, I would say they could shave it down to about 2 seasons and it would be better. There's too much fluff. And then we moved on to the Bad Batch, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Okay.
It's only about 3 seasons long. And if you don't know what the Bad Batch is, it's about it's about a group of clones that are in this unit, and they're defective. So for whatever reason, each clone has some defect that is different than all the other clones, and it takes place right as Order 66 is going into effect. And it doesn't hit them right away. They actually are more resistant to it at first, but it follows these group of clones and trying to find their way after Order 66. And if you don't know, after Order 66, they start to once the purge happens, they start to take the clones and retire them, like start getting rid of them and replacing them with stormtroopers. But this particular series follows this group of clones and how they're handling things. And I thought it was a really fun watch. There's not a lot of Jedi action or anything in this, which if you're into that kind of thing, like The Mandalorian, it's pretty fun storytelling. With the Bad Batch, it's only 3 seasons long, and really, I enjoyed it so far out of the animated series. And then we also just finished Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, which was, again, I think too long. They should have shaved it down a little bit, but you get attached to some of the characters and a different side of the Resistance. It kind of takes place after Order 66, but before A New Hope, in that little time span. And then we've watched, I actually rewatched Ahsoka, which I thought was really interesting. And it makes way more sense and is more fun to watch after you've seen Rebels. I've just been in a Star Wars spiral, and we're going through The Mandalorian right now.
Mandalorian's great.
We just restarted The Mandalorian. We just finished the Prisoner episode where they break into that prison.
That's
a good episode.
Which my kids were like playing. And then they put down their stuff and started watching.
Another Massachusetts
comedian that yells.
Yep. So again, I would recommend, if you're into Star Wars and you're into the kind of like that clone era, the Bad Batch is a kind of a fun watch. And then obviously watch The Mandalorian. It's so fun. We're only on season 1 right now, and it's so fun to watch.
Alrighty. Well, my 2 cents, and to get all the Star Wars fans mad, I'm just grateful Star Wars created so they can make The Mandalorian. This is only for my recommendations, only for people who enjoy watching a little bit, not entirely a ton, because I don't watch a ton of reality shows. But there's a Netflix show called The Secret Millionaire. I really liked it. It's kind of a game show reality kind of thing, where this essentially what happens is everybody's brought to a castle. They live in the castle, and somebody's assigned randomly as a millionaire. They have to figure out who it is in the millionaire. They have objectives that they have to accomplish. If they do the objectives, they're more likely not to get eliminated. If they eliminate the millionaire, the money moves to another person until essentially it's like hot potato, but you want the potato, and you got to play all these devious games to make it seem like you're not the millionaire, but you got to play these games to also get advantages. It's fun. I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed also like seeing people get voted off, and also kind of surprised at a lot of the tactics that people did to vote off people that they thought was necessary. So it wasn't obvious who the millionaire was. Highly recommend. It was a fun show.
All right.
All right. Hopefully don't see you in a couple months.